Experience Karen Hunter
in a completely different way.
Karen Hunter is awesome. The podcast.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're gonna love me. And Karen Hunter is awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of the Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. Check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed. Let me ask you, there's been a lot of comparisons to the Third Reich, under Hitler, and how it seems as if this administration is following a playbook to remantle. No,
Absolutely.
That word, to remantle it. Up to, this weekend, we saw Trump out going to the helicopter and with the little X, Elon's child, Hitler had the children, the Hitler youth and all, like there was all these images of him with children to human, and I'm like, it didn't work then. Why is it going to work now? Why are they doing that? Because I'm like, this is purposeful, willful, even the Heil Hitler, the Nazi salute, even the imaging of the, all of the font, the cars, all of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Why are they doing this, Dr. Black?
If Elon Musk were poor, we would hate him.
Okay.
In other words, it's the love of riches. Elon Musk, I'm telling you, listen.
What does it have to do with the Nazis?
Listen to me carefully. Listen, it's the same thing that it had to do with enslavement. What made most poor white people not fight against slavery? See, most poor white people, they absolutely were the victims of slavery and the victims of that economy. So why didn't they fight against it? Because their hope was in the economic efficacy, the economic possibility of white supremacy. They didn't have it, but their hope was in it. The hope is in Elon Musk. People, because what I hear, I was thinking about this yesterday. Every time they mention Elon Musk's name, you know what they also say? The richest man in the world.
Yeah. Which he's
How
not.
is that relevant in terms of what he's doing?
Correct.
If he had a nickel, what he's doing is still a problem.
Correct.
But we're saying the richest man in the world because people cannot believe that he has wealth like that, because the American dream is wealth untold.
And again, Nazis represent that? I'm
No.
just trying to understand.
Oppression represents that.
So what's with the Nazi stuff? Why are they hugging up on it? I still don't get it.
Ooh, Karen Hunter. Because ultimately, in order to be extremely wealthy, in order to have excess, somebody has got to be oppressed. It can be the Nazis, it can be the black people, but somebody has got to be. Everybody knows that in order for me to have excess, you have to have less.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
The nature does not produce in excess. It produces need.
Okay. All right. So it's the excess. All right.
It's the excess. And everybody in America, including black people, we dream of excess. We don't dream of success. We dream of excess. And the thing about Americans is we just don't want to know where it comes from. We don't want to know who has to get.
That somebody suffered so I can have this nice
it's just
house,
somebody.
car, this nice bag, these red bottoms. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. And the way they get us, I mean, they've done a great job with social media and flooding the marketplace with misinformation, disinformation, YouTube, all of these places where people can just be inundated with the nonsense. But now they've doubled down. So Voice of America, which is a government-funded, nation's largest international broadcaster. These people are supposed to be not touched. They were informed over the weekend that they've been all placed on administrative leave. Contractors, full-time, everybody.
Wow.
Shut it down. U.S. Agency of Global Affairs, done. Wow. Voice of America is the way people get information. While we think we're very connected, this was an unbiased arm to just connect with the rest of the world. So now, snip.
That's right.
And now we're being controlled because our media is compromised, right? Washington Post is owned by Bezos.
That's right.
LA Times owned by an apartheid Chinese man. Rupert Murdoch has owned everything in every market and shouldn't. But here we are now. Here we are.
Right.
And so spaces like this, Urban View in particular, and I'm saying this on purpose, extremely important.
Critical.
Extremely important because we're going to do the work to try to get and even this is not as because the sources that we are trying to draw from, fortunately though, we have connections out beyond the borders of normal media, quote unquote.
Right.
But it's disturbing that they would shut down this. All employees could not access Voice of America's headquarters over the weekend.
Wow.
Experience Karen Hunter.
In a completely different way.
Karen Hunter is awesome. The podcast.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're going to love me. And Karen Hunter is awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of The Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is Awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. Check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed.